Hi, Chris. I have your scans here. I'm doing this in the truck, so it might be kind of like, I don't know, not super easy to see, but you'll be able to hear what I said. So, I have two readings. One is in black, and that is the scan that you took last week on the 6th versus scan that you took on February 13th. So that's 3 weeks' time. So what happened there? In terms of water, you gained 0.7 pounds of water out inside your cells. You lost 0.4 outside your cells. So water fluctuations, 0.2 pounds, no big deal there. You gained 0.2 pounds of dry lean mass, which not significant gain, but it's gain, and any gain is better than losing when it comes to muscle. And dry lean mass is muscle cells only. And you lost 1.6 pounds of body fat in 3 weeks' time, so that you're averaging about 0.54, almost just slightly over half a pound of body fat loss a week. And that's not only just in the last 3 weeks, but that's also across the entire program of the last 7 weeks. And I found that number for you too. So your lean body mass was up 0.6 pounds. And that lean body mass is your water and your muscle cells together. And then body fat is down 1.6 pounds, so your net loss is 1.1 pounds. And if you just notice quickly, I'll show you that one in a second. Well, don't worry about that part. So you're down 1.1 pounds, up 0.6 pounds, almost half a pound of skeletal muscle mass, and down 1.6 pounds of body fat. And your body fat percentage decreased 0.7%, which is great. You increase the ability to support your body weight 1.9% with your right arm, 2.5% with your left arm, 1.8% with your core. Your legs decrease also slightly, 0.6 and 0.7%, but nothing to worry about there because overall they are up. And then the scan is recommending 1.8 pounds less of body fat loss. So where did you lose body fat? 0.3 pounds off of each arm, 0.2 pounds off your core, 0.2 pounds off of each leg, and your visceral fat levels stay the same. Now, the blue numbers are this past scan that we just took last week versus the very first scan, which was January 14th. So we're talking over 7-week period, water flux, and those numbers are in blue. You gain 1 pound of water inside your cells. You gain 0.7 pounds of water outside your cells. So that is up 1.8 pounds of water alone, and that it's not significant. It's not a big deal at all. But if you think about if you're holding 1.8 pounds more of water on this scan, it shows up on the scale, right? So it's a little bit deceiving. And then you gained 0.7 pounds of dry lean mass, so over half a pound of muscle you've gained, which is great. And you've lost 3.8 pounds of body fat, almost 4 pounds of body fat. You're averaging, again, 0.54 pounds of body fat loss a week, which is significant. You're averaging half a pound, a little bit over half a pound of body fat loss a week, which is great. And then your lean body mass was up 2.4 pounds, most of that being in the form of water, right? And your net loss was 1.3 pounds. But if you just take a look, this is what I wanted to show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here. If you take a look at the C shape on this next part that you had at the beginning, it's pretty pronounced. Versus the C is starting to flatten out. And that's exactly what you want. Okay? So you're down 1.3 pounds, but that water showing it could be down more like 3 pounds without that water fluctuation. It's no big deal there. We don't worry about that. You're up 1.5 pounds of skeletal muscle mass, which is great. And your body fat is down 3.8 pounds. So those two things right there are major gains in the right direction. Increasing muscle like that and decreasing body fat. And you've lost almost 2% of your body fat, 1.9% of your body fat over a 7-week period. And then here's your gains. You've gained the ability to support your body 6.8% with your right arm, 6.5% with your left arm, 4% with your core, which is gigantic, and 1.3% with your right leg, and 1.5% with your left leg. So the fact that it was down also slightly, it's really up a lot overall. And then the scan is recommending 4.5 pounds less of body fat loss than when you started. It was recommending 34 pounds, and now that's down to 29.5. All good in the right direction. So where have you lost the body fat? You've lost 0.5 pounds, a half a pound off of each arm. You lost 1.3, almost 1.5 pounds off your core. You've lost 0.6, over half a pound off of each leg, and your visceral fat levels are down 1 level. So this is like major improvements in the right direction over a 7-week period. This is the pace you want. This is the rate you want. Continue on this, and you're going to be, reaching your goals, as you should, at a rate that you should. Not super fast, but at a sustainable rate. So I'm super proud of you. Let me know questions.